Hey Tooth Fairy! Welcome to a client testimonial episode today where my client Lori, who was actually referred to me by my other client because, they were chit-chatting and she was complaining that she couldn't hike or cycle. And, my client was like, what do you mean, Lori? Like, that's like your life. Like, what's going on? And her hip pain was so bad. She couldn't get out of bed. She was popping Naproxen. So my current client referred Lori to me and we had a call and her life was changed essentially. So listen in to hear her story because she, is now able to do things that she enjoys, which is what I want for all of my clients, right? So tune in because we're going to get started right now.
Hey there! Welcome to the Lift for Longevity podcast, where our goal is to build our strongest, healthiest body. We all deserve to feel our best, but since we only get one body, we have to make sure to protect it by moving safely and with purpose to prevent pain, injury, and surgery. I'm your host, Brianne, and I'm a fit pro turned business owner and also a girl mom. I'm obsessed with educating and empowering dental pros on how to take care of their body by training efficiently and building the right muscles to prolong their career. I know you're tired of spending time working out but still dealing with annoying aches and pains, getting rid of your pain temporarily only to have it come right back just a few hours later, or feeling like you never have any energy. You wish there was a long-term solution to get rid of your pain for good. Well, I'm here to give you real-life, actionable steps that you can take today to get rid of your pain, say goodbye to quick fixes, and have energy to live a life that you love. So if you're ready to get stronger, enjoy your life outside the operatory, and have longevity in your career, grab yourself a high-protein snack and let's get to it. So I am with my client, Lori, who was actually referred to me by another client. You both are from Colorado. From my recollection, I don't want to use this word, but you were desperate because your hip pain was so bad. You couldn't do anything that you like outside of work. So talk to me a little bit, Lori, about what you kind of approached working with me for, 2 months ago.
My biggest, everything that I read on your website and other people, other clients, what they were saying about you, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, everybody was kind of the same. I've tried chiropractic, I've tried massage and all that. And I had already made an appointment for physical therapy. And I'm like, you know what? I am going to try this out and everything that you offer. And it resonated with me. So I'm like, let's do this. I mean, starting from the foam roller, I'm addicted to that thing. And you had answers for everything. Like the chiropractor is like, oh, well, your x-ray shows this till, everything was a Band-Aid. Like you'd have to go forever to the chiropractor, forever for massage. But I'm like, what's the root problem here? Like I am suffering. And I know it's just from years of just sitting, and you like to think it would never happen to you, but the way everything that you explain everything in your messages is like, oh, this makes sense. You think working out, you're like, well, I'm going to the gym all the time, and now I'm like, who would go to the gym? Like, we don't know what we're doing. Like that's why you have personal trainers, because they tell you, oh, you need to work this muscle because of this. I always thought I need to do more push-ups because I need to strengthen this because obviously my hip hurts. And you do YouTube videos and you do your own until nothing's working.
Well, there's, the body's a very complex, piece of anatomy, if you will. Like there's a lot going on. There's hundreds of thousands of muscles, and it's like everything works together, and it is a science. So when people are like, oh, I can do it on my own, I'm like, good luck. But anyways, so your primary source of pain though was your hips, right?
Yes. I couldn't, it got to where even getting out of the bed, I felt like an 80-year-old lady. Like I was just stiff, and I was only stretching to get rid of the stiffness in the morning from whatever happened the day before, which was usually just working. Like I got to the point where I couldn't push through working out anymore, or I was suffering for 3, 4, 5 days, taking Naproxen and other things just to get back to my new normal. Which sucked.
Well, and you had to completely cut out both hiking and cycling on your Peloton, which are two of your biggest joys. So that's, for me, when I hear that's affecting your not only your work, but like your personal life, I'm like, all right, I need to help you. Like, we need to nip this in the bud because it's like, that's not a quality of life at all. So, especially being in Colorado, like that's all you do.
Right. And like you had an answer for everything. Like, okay, we're going to do this. You start with this. And like, okay, this chick knows what she's talking about.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, yeah, I haven't been, you've been in dentistry, what, 20 years?
Yeah, it'll be 24. Yeah.
Oh, holy cow, Lori. Wow, I did not know that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm 10 years in fitness, so I've learned a thing or two, but
Yeah.
you learn the more you're experiencing it with yourself and your clients and all that. But so how do you feel now? Talk to me about, what you're dealing with on a daily basis and all the good things.
I mean, I'm addicted to the foam roller. It's the first thing I grab in the morning. But it's not unusual. Like I can go hiking and walking and everything with zero pain. Like I come back from work and I feel good. Like I have things to look forward to.
Oh, yeah, like your hike today or this weekend. And yeah, you had just gotten in the Peloton for the first time. Was that last week? That was last week, right?
Couple weeks. Yep.
And how many months had it been since you hadn't rid the
Probably since August. Yeah.
Oh my God, that had to have been torturous for you.
Because every time I would get on, if I would get off, it was like 3 days of doing nothing after that.
God. Oh, I'm so happy that you're feeling good and you're doing your hiking and your cycling.
Yep, I'm so happy.
Yeah, good. Well, you deserve it big time, and you're able to work comfortably too. So win.
And you're a good motivator. You're so super
you.
supportive and you're always available, and that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I tell people that when I'm on a call with them, I'm like, look, like I will give you as much support as you need. I'm not going to sit there and hold your hand and text you every day, but like I truly care about my clients and I want you guys to feel good and get the results that you need. And if you having struggles, I want to know about it and I want to help. So I appreciate that. Yeah. But you hit the ground running and you're doing really, really well on your own. So aside from check-in calls, I think you're doing great.
I think we're doing good. Yeah.
Have you learned quite a bit about like why you're having pain and what to do and what not to do, or talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, so you learn like, oh, stretching just doesn't work. Like, oh, I need to stretch. You taught me like what you need to strengthen. It's the opposite muscles instead of like the exact muscles. So that was interesting to me to think like all these years, like I've always been an avid, like go to the gym and work out, but like, no wonder I wasn't accomplishing anything. I mean, I was, but like not in the right places.
Right. Yeah, because you're not a personal trainer. You don't have that knowledge or the education. But once you learn it, through my program or on our conversations or whatever, it clicks. It makes sense. So
yeah, it really does.
Good.
Because I'm like, my new favorite, is those rows that hit the lats and right in here. I'm like, oh, and I only need to do 10 pounds. That's great.
For now, Lori, we'll talk about that after the call. So last question, I'll let you go if I know you're on your lunch break. What would you say, because I've had a few people come with like excruciating hip pain, and what would you say to somebody contemplating like working with me, starting my program? What would your advice be?
My advice would be to just jump in and do it because you know what you're talking about. And I don't think anybody was as frustrated, and I mean, probably people are more frustrated and more pain than me, but you feel hopeless, and you made it not hopeless, and there was a light at the end of the tunnel. So just do it.
Yeah, well, like I said, you deserve it. I'm more than happy to help. So yeah, I appreciate that. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lori. We will chat next week.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank
bye.
you.
I hope this story was kind of enlightening for you, right? And giving you light at the end of the tunnel, because at the end of the day, like, I don't want anyone to have pain. And not only that is like, if that's affecting like Lori, something she loves, a passion of her, hiking and cycling, and she wasn't able to do that for 6 months, like what kind of life is that, right? That's not a good quality of life, and you deserve to feel amazing. So that being said, she also talked about, having to push through pain. And that's something that I always share, like, don't ever push through pain. Like, you shouldn't feel pain when you're working out. So it's just more or less about being intentional, working out to benefit your body, right? Doing the right exercises and doing the right form and technique and everything. Just having that education, that knowledge on how to train specifically, to fix your imbalances to get rid of pain, but like to have longevity in your career. And Lori's proof of that, right? She now knows what to do and what not to do. And that's what I want for all my clients at the end of the day, right? So if that's something that you're looking for, I will go ahead and link the application below for my Lift for Longevity method and go ahead and fill that out. And then if it sounds like you're a good fit, I will have me or one of my team members reach out to you to schedule a brief call to see if we are a good fit to work together. So that is all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in and have a great one.
Thank you so much for listening in today. I hope you got a takeaway from this episode. And if you did, would you be so kind to share it with another dental pro you think would benefit from it? I know you love learning, and chances are that they do too. Also, I would love to connect with you on Instagram, so go ahead and head over to the Lift for Longevity podcast page or follow me at Built by Brianne. If you shoot me a message saying hello, I will personally respond because I love chatting with dental pros. Before you go though, I want to let you know that I appreciate you and what you do, and I hope to chat soon. Until next time, stay strong.